This is the story of the RAF Militia. Hello, many of you know me as the Concerned Citizen blogger. Today I will be talking about an organization known as the RAF Militia. ROF stands for Republic of Florida. It is more of an idea than an organization, and the leaders of the major factions of groups under said idea have described ROF in different ways. However, it is mostly agreed that ROF is an autonomous cell structure. Many people will act like ROF is a so-called patriot organization, but make no mistake, ROF is a group that commits terrorist acts and provides material support to people who commit terrorist acts. Examples as follows: 1. Incident 129. Jordan Jarib's arrest mugshot. Jordan Jarib and juveniles donning camo, helmets, and vests were arrested on burglary charges after allegedly being caught in an unoccupied rental home. It is said they had caused $1,000 worth of damage. These facts are heavily disputed by arguments from Florida secessionists saying Jarib was never seen in the house. Fine as an isolated incident that would make perfect sense, but keep reading and tell me if this really sounds like good old Jarib and the Boy Scout ROF couldn't hurt a fly. 2. The Rockbrook Incident. Jordan Jarib showing off his bloody machete. The Rockbrook incident happened a few nights after Jordan Jarib had been assaulted and defended himself with a machete, presumably adjacent a neighborhood gang that attacked him and his friends. 9 versus 3 whatever, I don't know this. All I have is this picture to work with. No arrests were made. Listen folks, I'm all for self-defense. My main issue with this isn't Jarib wearing camo or defending himself. This issue is the events that happened afterwards. The man jammed John, that is not his real name, but for these purposes we will call him that, who lives on Rockbrook and is a U.S. Army veteran who fought in Afghanistan in recent years, worked in collaboration to do a citizen's arrest on the thugs. That is right, a citizen's arrest. This happened around 1:00 a.m. on a night around the Rockbrook incident on calm July summer night outside the Burger King right next to the value place the ROF was at. Arrests were made regarding John's stolen guns. Yes, but I must wonder, aren't the police supposed to make arrest? Not to mention after these events there were a series of intimidation-related investigations involving Jarib and the ROF, involving spray painting of swastikas, and even loud noises that residents claim were soda bottle bombs. Probably the most damning of accounts is when one of my good friends from college in the area said guys would come by an urban camo and shoot emergency flares guns and yell racial epithets. Again, the ROF is not officially directly involved with criminal activity, but coincidentally is right next to it and suspect number 1. The most recent incident that obviously had nothing to do with the good old ROF, sarcasm of course, was the throwing of Molotov cocktails at a CSX train in Railroad Square during popular event, First Friday. An incident involving neo-Nazi Combat 18 and men wearing multicam uniforms with Florida patches on them. To be fair, it was determined that Jarib wasn't actually there during the assault. But not a coincidence I feel comfortable with nonetheless. It should also be mentioned that Jarib was present at a brawl in the same area weeks later involving ROF and gang members. Jarib claims he and his cohorts acted in self-defense, but if this is true and no criminal acts were perpetrated by ROF, why did they run after the assault took place and not call the police? One of the gang members on the other side was rumored to have been stabbed 4 times in the lower neck by a member of the Republic of Florida, though this account is not confirmed. Many teenagers were present at this event. Now on to Jarib. Meet Jordan Jarib, a 20-year-old Tallahassee man who runs and manages Leon County branch of the ROF Militia. Well, sorta. Jarib is so hard to get along with, has pissed off everyone, including his ex-leader, one Nicholas Jordan, who is considered to run a large portion of the ROF down south. Jarib and his followers are now in the ROF, which by Jarib's own admission is a nod to the Irish Republican Army's real IRA. As someone who was close to Jarib and nearly infiltrated the ROF militia, I can personally attest to the fact that ROF is a very small organization of dedicated followers. In Tallahassee there are as little as 7 members and certainly no more than 15. Of course the group would claim otherwise. It has been made apparent that Jareb has combat training and claims to know lots of veterans. It is rumored he was a contractor working for a small private military organization in 2013, but this is not confirmed. Jareb associates with Michael Tubbs, an ex-Green Beret who in 1987 robbed soldiers of their weapons and ammo and stole hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of explosives and other military equipment including anti-aircraft guns. In 2014, Jareb was arrested for burglary with several juveniles and was re-arrested for trespassing a high school. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Terrorism. Not patriotism.